Hello everyone, this is Shinobi once again with another Awaken Kyocera video. So this is going to be a spotlight on Rachel. So you must have seen my pity summons video, and in that video I had showed you that I got my Rachel at 13% pity. So it was not easy. I had to wait until 13% pity before I got my Rachel, but I was lucky to get her, and so this is going to be a spotlight of her. But before we move ahead with the video, I would request all my viewers to please like my video and subscribe to my channel. It's free for you, but it encourages me a lot and helps me out in reaching the 1,000 minimum required subscribers. Right, so let's move ahead with the video. Let's first look at Rachel, and we'll talk about her skills. We will talk about the kind of gear that I've given her and all such things, including her looks. She looks pretty awesome. She's very beautiful. I like the looks and her skills over there. So let's look at her trait. So her trait is something that makes her the best, one of the best candidates for Queen of Tides. Okay, so she is really, really awesome for Queen of Tides. Why? Because her trait, if the primary target has positive effects, she launches a bonus attack with special ability only once per round. Of course, this is only for once per round, but it is once per round. So next round it is refreshed, right? So because Queen of Tide has got buffs on her, she's going to hit the Queen of Tide, and then she's going to launch that bonus attack. And what does that bonus attack do? It deals a special. It uses her special skill or a special ability. And what does the special ability do? It deals 150% damage to one enemy and removes 2 of their positive effects. An awesome skill. You need focus for that, a little bit of focus for that, but it's an awesome skill. And if the target is a water hero, deals bonus damage based on their max health. That's simply awesome. So Queen of Tide is a water hero. So what does she do? She deals bonus damage based on their max health. Queen of Tide's max health. That's what the text says. Okay, so this is just an incredible skill that I think is what makes Rachel the best candidate, one of the best, yeah, according to me, the best candidate for Queen of Tides. Okay, because she's able to launch the skill almost every single round. Her basic ability is again a really good skill, deals only 120% damage, but she's also able to place defense down for 2 turns. An awesome skill. About her ultimate ability, again an awesome skill for Queen of Tides. So it deals 200% damage to one enemy and grants spiked restoration and attack up to all allies for 3 turns. This is on a 4-turn cooldown, and for every 3 of those turns they will be having spiked restoration on the allies. All the allies have it, and they will be restoring 15% of their max health upon taking damage. Every single time they take damage, they'll be healing up by 15% of their max health. That gives such a lot of sustainability. And she also places attack up on all the allies, and she also places attack up 2 on herself. So she's going to deal more damage, and at the same time she's also gaining spiked restoration on herself, so she's also going to get healed. So she has got a complete mixed, a wholesome kit for Queen of Tide, and she's a Queen of Tide specialist. So I'm lucky that I got Rachel. I'm happy that I got Rachel. I built her up, and I'm now farming Queen of Tides a little bit faster. I wish I had Shane. If I had Shane, then my Queen of Tide runs would have been much faster, but at the moment I do not have Shane, and so it's a bit slower than what it should be. Okay, in any case, I'm pretty happy with with the hero that I got from my pity. The gear that I'm using is a broken set at this moment. Unfortunately, I could not find a good enough curse set with me to make her set complete. But even with broken set, she's fine, and that's why I'm farming Queen of Tides. I want to give her a curse set, even though giving her a warrior set would also be good enough, but a curse set will mean that she will do an extra hit, at least in a couple of rounds or so, and I can land those defense downs on the boss. I was lucky to get a good enough shark set over here. Yeah, it was a good one. I got like +6 speed on it, on this set. Fable set boss, this I got from the forge. Okay, I was able to get it from the forge, good enough for me. So I was able to give her this set, and the total stats of her is 5000 attack, 146 speed, 240 crit damage, 89.5% focus. You need to have higher focus on her. 100% focus will ensure that the buffs are taken out 100% time. I do find a few times where she fails to remove the 2 buffs. That's RNG. Okay, so to negate it, you might require a little bit more of focus on her, so that she's able to remove the buffs consistently. But at the same time, it doesn't matter, because the next round she's going to do that again and remove the buff. So I'm just happy with that. So I have no problem with her not being able to remove on one turn, but being able to remove on the next turn. That's fine. Yeah, so that's the stats I have given her. So as I said, she is a Queen of Tides specialist, so we will look at her at Queen of Tides and see how her abilities are synergizing with the boss's ability, right? How she's able to synergistically counter the boss's ability and the minion's ability and keep us alive and remove those buffs and help us to keep our buffs and also deal a lot more damage. I used to use Kayn instead of her. You must have seen one of my video where I use Kayn to remove the buffs from the boss, but Kayn doesn't deal any damage. But Rachel over here is able to deal a lot more damage, and every single round I should be able to deal a damage based on max HP, because I will be removing buffs, and then because the boss is a water hero, I'll be dealing a damage based on max HP. So according to me, she's pretty awesome for Queen of Tides. So let's look at the Queen of Tides run. It's going to be a short one, and then we can talk about the damage. Okay, so here we are at the Queen of Tides, where we are trying to finish off the boss by removing her buffs, consistently keeping on removing her buffs, and also ensuring that we are also getting healed. So you have to remember that Rachel's spike ultimate is on a 4-turn cooldown, but she gives us a buff for 3-turn cooldown. At this moment, we do not have the spike restoration on her, on everybody, but we got that over there now. So everybody has got attack up and spike restoration on themselves. Jonathan is providing us with the shield whenever an AoE is being dealt. So you can see there Natalia got healed when she took damage, and that's because of that spike restoration. So every single time somebody does any damage on us, as long as we have the spike restoration over there, we are getting healed, which is an awesome ability. Now I can survive the Queen of Tides much better than I don't have to bring in a dedicated healer over here, because I do have some kind of a heal that I'm getting for 3 turns, for 3 rounds that I'm getting it, right? And that's simply great. You can also see that whenever the boss takes a buff, she's going to remove it. And of course, my Bolin also does the same thing. That's the problem. But if the boss is having a buff, she's absolutely going to savage her. And at this moment, she did not have any buff on her, and that's why she did not take a bonus turn. So she has to remove the boss has to have buffs on themselves, only then will she take the bonus turn. Like right now, the boss has got a buff on her. Oh, look at that animation. That's awesome. So she'll now take a bonus turn, and there you go, she removed the buffs. So that only happens when there is buffs. So you want the enemy to have buffs. So I will certainly be removing my Bolin soon as I get my Shane, which can take an year. But if I get Shane, I will certainly be removing my Bolin, place in my Shane, because I don't want another hero to remove the buffs. I want only Rachel to deal with the buffs. So every single round, the boss is going to have buffs on her, and she's going to do a bonus attack on the boss because the boss will have a buff and she'll remove those buffs. The cycle is going to keep going on as long as the boss lasts, right? And she deals awesome damage also against the boss. Of course, Natalia's overall damage will be higher than her because Natalia is the main wave clearer, so her overall damage will be much higher than that of Rachel. But let's look at the damage comparison as soon as this run finishes. We will look at what difference is there in their damage. I'm pretty sure it will be higher for Natalia, but should be at a pretty good level for Rachel as well. So as you saw, oh, I got a legendary curse. Cursewood. Terrible stats. I'll have to farm ball. Okay, so you can see Natalia dealt 583,000 damage. Bolin dealt 305,000 damage. That's because of her lightning debuff over there, and she's dealt 400,000 damage. So her damage is not comparable to Natalia only because Natalia is clearing the waves. So she's dealing an AoE on 4 people and clearing those waves, and she's a single target guy. Okay, so that's why her damage is slightly lower than that of Natalia. And Natalia is also placing damage on the boss minions, but she's not placing any damage on the boss minions, so she's only placing it on the boss, and from that damage she got 400,000. So she's dealing a massive amount of damage against the boss when compared to Natalia. All right, so I think like she is a Queen of Tide specialist, and we must consider her as a Queen of Tide specialist, and we must treat her like that and build her accordingly such that we are able to finish those Queen of Tide much faster than using any other team. And I think like I need to give her more attack, more focus, more crit damage, and I think like if I am able to get better gear out of the Queen of Tide, I should be able to do that on her. That will make my Queen of Tide runs faster. Yeah, so that's what I think like Rachel can do for us, and that's what I personally will be using Rachel for. So what do you think about Rachel? Are you using her in other areas other than Queen of Tides? If you are, please let me know. If you are not, if you think that Rachel is only a Queen of Tides specialist, that's fine. That's what I think, right? But if you think she can be used in other places, please do let me know so that I can also build her up accordingly. So that's it from me. Until next time, peace, love, and blessings to all of you. Bye.